Hello everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Sat Sri Akal. This is Ali from Khammam city of Telangana state, and in this particular video we are going to do all class key programming for Datsun Go, in which we are using ID46 normal whose KMD number is 021 hash or 1050 hash with the help of Obdstar KMD DP5. And this is the lock set of ignition lock set of Datsun Go, in which we have 1905 as a key cutting code. And this is the part number of immobilizer antenna of Datsun Go. This is the actual vehicle in which I am going all class key programming Datsun Go with the help of Obdstar KMD DP5. And here I am inserting the key in the ignition, so the check light is blinking before programming, and after inserting it and turn it on, the check light is stayed. That means our transponder is not programmed. So here we are going to start the programming for Datsun Go with the help of Obdstar KMD DP5. So now this is our DP5, and we are using ID46 normal in our key, and we are turning it on. Now go for car remote, then select Nissan Infinity. Select Nissan Infinity. So in this option only we can do our programming for Datsun Go. Go for Nissan Infinity and select the latest version. Then the tool is VCI is upgrading. And here we got 4 options, that is pin code calculator, auto detect model, manual select model, and manual select system. So out of these 4 options we can do our key programming in any of last 3 options, that is auto detect model, manual select model, and manual select system. But right now I am selecting manual select system. And in this one again we have 4 options, that is 4 digit pin code, 12 digit pin code, 20 digit pin code, and 28 digit pin code. So out of these options we have to select 4 digit pin code, the first option. So after selecting that one, again we have 3 options, that is blade, proximity, remote. So in this one we are going to program the transponder, that's why we have to select blade option, the first option. Now again we have 2 options, that is auto detect model and manual select system. Out of these 2 options we can do our programming, but here I want to check in manual select system, the second option. So select the second one. Then we have type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, type 5, type 6, type 7. So we have a lot of types in which we have to try our key programming, but right now I am not selecting that one. I want to select auto detect model, first option. Then the tool is insert the key and turn on the ignition. So turn on the ignition and click on enter. And now we got scan immo information, program keys, and erase DTC. So select the program keys option, the second option. And now the tool says this function will erase all programmed keys. Prior to this, all keys of the vehicle should be obtained first. Do you want to continue? Yes, that means we have to, if you want to add the keys via OBD, then first of all we have to program the previous keys, then after we have to program the new keys. So that is the message is given by our DP5. So click on enter. Now click on enter. Now the tool says switch ignition on, so we already turn on the ignition. Now the tool says open the driver side door and close. Open and close driver side door. here we are getting some disturbance because of to open the door, and click on enter. Now the tool is scanning. And here we got the message as BCM within the code are C4958, 5-digit pin code. We have BCM pin code, and then we have old pin code as 4-digit, then we have a new pin code as 4-digit. A new pin code is usually for the models after 2009. So after 2009 vehicles we have to use the new pin code. So before that one we have to use the old pin code. So that is the description is given by our DP5. So here we are doing 2016 Datsun Go, that's why we have to use a new pin code as 4267. So click on enter. The tool is communicating, and here we got the message as first instruction number 1, turn off the ignition switch and remove the key. And then the second instruction is as insert the key, turn on the ignition switch, wait for 5 seconds, confirm that the IMO light flashes for 5 times, turn off the ignition switch and remove the key and wait for 3 seconds. So that is the message is given by our DP5. Now I am turning it off and removing the key. Okay, and then we have to turn it on. We are following the second instruction, that is first instruction is turn off and remove the key. The second instruction is turn it on and wait for 5 seconds. Now I am turning it on the ignition and wait for 5 seconds. Then the IMO light will flash for 5 times. Just check it out the meter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 flashes of IMO light. And now here I am reading the second instruction, that is insert the key, turn on the ignition switch, wait for 5 seconds, confirm that the IMO light flashes for 5 times, turn off the ignition switch, remove the key and wait for 3 seconds. So that is the step, that is the instructions we have to follow. And then we have the third instruction as repeat step 2 to register more keys. So up to 5 keys we can program. So to program more keys we have to repeat the second step. And the fourth step is insert the registered key, turn on the ignition switch, the buzzer will sound. So here I am finishing the second instruction, that is after getting the 5 flashes we have to turn off the ignition and remove the key and wait for 3 seconds. So here I am following the second instruction, that is turning it off and removing the key, and we have to wait for 3 seconds. That is the completion of second instruction. And then we will go for the further instructions. So that is the fourth instruction, insert the registered key, turn on the ignition switch, the buzzer will sound once. If the buzzer does not sound or rings for 3 times, the registration fails. Turn off the ignition switch, remove the key, wait for 3 seconds and confirm that the IMO light flashes once every for 3 seconds. And the fourth instruction is as follows: check whether the unlocking and locking keys are remote control are working or not. So that is for programming the remote. And now we are inserting the key and trying to start the vehicle. And here I am inserting the key and checking the gear rod for neutral position. And then I'm pressing the brake pedal. Now I am turning it on and cranking. Our vehicle got started successfully. So we successfully programmed the key for Datsun Go with the help of Obdstar KMD DP5, and thank you very much for watching this video.